Thousands of people spent the day lacing up and taking part in nearly a dozen MS walks throughout the state. News 8's Brian Spiros was at the walk in Cheshire and has the story of those impacted by multiple sclerosis.
More than 6,000 people in Connecticut battle the effects of MS. Paula Langleis is one of them.
Well, I was diagnosed with MS over 10 years ago, and it's progressively gotten worse along its course of this horrible disease.
So is Frank Montero.
In April of 2007, I was diagnosed with MS after having numbness in my right hand and right arm.
Today they're raising awareness of the disease by taking part in the 2014 Walk MS.
Have a great walk, everybody.
It's very inspiring because most people they're so positive, even though MS is robbing them of so much.
This walk was held in Cheshire. People came out in droves to show their support for family and friends who are in some way impacted by the disease.
15 years ago, actually, my sister, Caroline, was diagnosed with MS. And, here we are today, 15 years later, and we're walking in her honor, not in her memory. And a lot of it's obviously thanks to the MS Society. So
I'm here today because my daughter has MS. 3 of my cousins have MS. A whole bunch of my friends, many of whom I've met through advocacy for the MS Society, have MS, and a lot of people are suffering with it.
Roughly 2,000 people came out to take part in this walk, but it isn't the only one in the state. Throughout the entire weekend, a total of 12 MS walks were held here in Connecticut. The money raised helped fund programs for people who have MS and the advancement of science to one day find a cure. And it's that hope that keeps people moving forward.
But I still teach. I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher for almost 30 years. Love my school, love everything about life, and MS is not going to hold me back from my career or anything.
The hope is to find a cure. I've a vested interest in it. There are others that are worse off than me. We'd like to get it to the point where they can live normal lives, or at least have the opportunity to live a normal life.
Reporting from Cheshire, Brian Spiros, News 8.